Hello, and welcome to an Earthling Publications unboxing. A very large box full of various titles, all of which I believe are dinged. As to how dinged they are, let's find out together. So Earthling Publications is run by Paul Miller. I don't know, it might be a one-man show. I don't actually know off the top of my head. It probably is, but, you know, you got to be named Paul to get in the publishing business. Look at all those packing peanuts. But he does a phenomenal job, does like Halloween titles every year, lots of other titles as well, including Dark Across the Bay by Anya Alborn, The Ghoul in the Cape coming up from Josh Mallerman. He's done some Jeff Strand titles. But anyways, he's also doing, I said the Halloween titles, but this Halloween is, let's get this out of here, Boys in the Valley by Philip Picassi, which is probably my favorite novel that I've read this year. I'm not even kidding on that. I gotta do a review. I have a review typed up. I literally have this review typed up, and I want to do a video review, you know, in front of the camera here. And it's in front of, behind the camera, you know what I mean? And I don't want to publish the printed review until I do the video review. But man, I suck at doing the video review. It's happening. I swear. It's happening. Got it. Maybe this weekend. It's happening. You know. But anyways, as I was saying, Boys in the Valley is probably one of my favorite titles of the year. Probably one of the best. I mean, not of the year, because I haven't read, obviously, every book of the year, but of the books that I've read, which include a lot of books that weren't necessarily published this year. Scandalously, Replay was amongst them. I liked Replay, but I would say that I enjoyed Boys in the Valley more than I enjoyed Replay, because I'm scandalous. Super heavy-duty bubble wrap here. Totally protective of the books, which is awesome, because like I said, they're technically dinged books, so you don't have to, you know, he could have just dinged them some more. Not that he was the one that dinged them, but, you know. But he went out of his way to make sure that they survived as well as they could. There was he's got a bunch of dinged books over on his site, which I think is earthlingpub.com. I believe it's the shortened pub.com. I'll put the link in the description, though. Anyways, he also had one Slices by James A. Moore, which was on there, and I tried to buy, but it kept getting an error, so maybe it's sold out. If it's not sold out, maybe I'll place a separate order for that one. Anyways, these were all dinged, and I'm all for it. I mean, I wish they weren't dinged, but as far as dinged books go, I'm all in. So, up first, this one actually I don't think was dinged. This one I just think I added to get to a better total. Which, you get like those certain goals you're getting to. Brian A. Hopkins, El Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, which should still be available. All of these, I believe, are still available. I don't think I bought the last copy. There's Brian Hopkins right there. The numbered edition was $30. I don't know if I paid $30 for this. Maybe it was dinged. I don't know. I don't think I got a receipt in there, did I? I have a leatherette binding, very nice, very slim tome. Earthling on the spine there. Random tangent on Earthling. He just announced that he's upping the lettered count of Dark Across the Bay to 26. So fingers crossed I'm in that grouping. I was too late to get to the initial 15, but I might be in that 11 wiggle room. Who knows? There is the signature, number 480. Very nice. It's a novella. You know, it's not too small of a font, which is nice. I can still read it. So, a little packed there. We'll go with it. A lot to unpack here. Next up, these three are all dinged, if I recall correctly. First up, we have Mark Morris, It Sustains. Nice little blurb from Tim Leben on the cover there. So, this one actually looks fine. I don't know what's dinged about it. Let's look at the book. Looks fine to me. We sure this one's dinged? It sustains. Ooh, like those little end papers there. It's a PC. Okay, I guess that's the dinged part of it. It's a PC copy. Ouroboros right there on the signature sheet. Very small margin size, but you got to get all that text fitting in there. Oh, it's introduced by Sarah Pinborough. She wrote, They Say a Girl Died Here Once, which was a Halloween title a few years back that Earthling published, and you should check out, which I think, surprisingly, copies are still available. There are some Earthling titles, there are a lot that are sold out, but there are some that are still available. I think that's one of them. Speaking of Halloween titles, The Bones of You by Gary McMahon is a Halloween title. You can tell it by the pumpkin on the spine. This was Halloween title number 9, Pardon the Glare. I don't actually know what number we're up to right now. I feel like I should, but I don't. Like I said, this Halloween, it's The Boys in the Valley by Philip Picassi. Was it last year's? It had to have been last year's. Was One Who Was With Me, which I wasn't a huge fan of. It was all right. But anyways, let's dive in. This one's kind of got a dinged corner there, I guess. There we go. There's Gary McMahon with his pint. It's kind of got little bumps to the jackets. How's the actual book look? Spine doesn't look terrible. It's got a little ding to the corner, a little bumped corner. It's probably a PC copy again. Nice texture of the end papers. Oh, nope, this is just straight up 261. Little Miss Moffitt and the Radiant Children. Is this a book about an author? I think it is. 2013. All right. Very nice. This is kind of like novella length. I like this. You know what was another Halloween title? I think it was a Halloween title. It better have been a Halloween title. I know it was one that Earthling published, was The Halloween Children by Norman Prentice and Brian James Freeman, which was then republished as a trade edition through Cemetery Dance. It's hard to find the Earthling edition, but you can get the Cemetery Dance one readily available, and I would highly recommend it. It's also kind of novella length. This one has the most damage of them all. You can see the dings there. This is Michael Marshall Smith, Everything You Need, a collection of stories. Dust Jacket seems to have gotten the worst of it. That Dust Jacket's seen better days. Especially when I look at it from the inside. Yeah. Book itself, I got some scuds on the pages. But, yeah, and then the spine's got the nicks there. But you know what? It's number 752 of 1,000. It's signed. And it was cheap. And it's jam-packed full of short stories. Which I like, because then you can read it and, you don't have to commit to the whole thing. It's a good one for running around, or it's a good one that I can read at work on breaks. Get a short story in every break. Anyways, I think dinged copies of these are still available. I don't know if they're all still available, but there were, a lot of dinged titles. Or numerous dinged titles. I gotta stop saying a lot like that. It makes it sound like all his inventory is busted. That's not the case. There's several dinged titles over on earthlingpub.com, but a lot of not dinged, beautiful books on earthlingpub.com. Yeah. Including The Thicket by Joe R. Lansdale. As I mentioned, Dark Across the Bay. I don't want to point to this one. Boys in the Valley, Ghoul in the Cape. Just a lot of titles for you to check out. Paul Miller's great. He's going to package your stuff up right. Look at my package from earlier in this video. Link in the description below. Thank you, Paul, for the beautiful shipping. Looking forward to your upcoming titles. Boys in the Valley, especially. Like I said, my favorite book I've read this year. And Ghoul in the Cape as well. I haven't started reading that yet because I obviously don't have a copy yet. I'm going to see if I can get an arc of that, but I really need to do the other review first. Anyways, thank you very much for watching if you watched this far, and we will see you around next time.